What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's AJ with 305 Updates, and welcome to this week's 305 in 5. For every high,
Puts up the three. Won't go. Rebound box. Back out to Allen. His three-pointer. Bang! The Florida Panthers have won the Stanley Cup. Get it to him. Tony has space. Malachi Tony. Still running. Touchdown, Miami.
and for every low.
This night in the history of Arrowhead Stadium, the home team warms the folks. Will make Chiefs Kingdom come alive. Back, steps up, delivers downfield, intercepted! Jamari Sharp makes the pick that will clinch Indiana's first national championship.
305 Updates is here to keep you in the know. First of all, I want to give a huge shout out to Team USA men's and women's hockey for both winning gold medals and beating Canada in both gold medal games to take over the sport of hockey for the United States. I would also like to congratulate the 7 Florida Panthers who received medals in this year's Olympics in Anton Lundell, Eetu Luostarinen, and Nico Mikkola winning bronze for Finland, Sam Bennett, Sam Reinhart, and Brad Marchand winning silver for Canada, and Matthew Tkachuk winning gold for Team USA. The Florida Panthers opened up this week with a Thursday-Friday back-to-back at home against the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Buffalo Sabres, with both games being at 7 p.m. Then they take Saturday off before they face the New York Islanders on Sunday at 6:30 p.m. in New York. Hopefully, the rest of the Florida Panthers that weren't in Milan for the Olympics can use this rest in order to build up some momentum to make a push for the playoffs. Now, going into last week's recaps, the Miami Dolphins unfortunately cut 2 aging stars from the magical 2023 team that led us to the playoffs. Firstly, they released Bradley Chubb, and next they released 2-time All-Pro wide receiver Tyreek Hill. Now, as a fan, this one kind of does hurt because it looked like we were going to be so good, but it just lasted such a short period of time. And mismanagement from Chris Grier and company just threw it all away. Now, I hope John Eric Sullivan and the rest of the front office is really up to the task, and it looks like they are. The real question is, when is it Tua's turn? Tua's injury history has proven that he cannot stay on the team. I feel like he has a future, just not with us. He needs to take a year off, learn under a great coach, and shine. Now switching from football to basketball. The Miami Heat started off their second half of the season in back-to-back wins against the Atlanta Hawks and the Memphis Grizzlies, with Tyler Hero, Norman Powell, and Andrew Wiggins all having games over 20 points during the span. Going into next week, the Heat play the Milwaukee Bucks tomorrow at 8 p.m., the Sixers on Thursday at 7 p.m., and the Rockets on Saturday at 3:30 p.m. Go Heat. The Heat enter this week with a record of 31-27 in 8th place in the East, with only being a half game back of number 6 seed Philadelphia. Norman Powell said something after the Grizzlies game about not wanting to be in the play-in because, let's be honest, the Heat have been stuck in play-in purgatory along with the Hawks and Bulls for the last 3 years. And I, as a fan, am personally tired of it, and I know that the rest of the fan base is as well. And Norman Powell saying something like that after the game just kind of rejuvenates fan confidence, especially after Pat Riley was honestly asleep at the deadline. The Heat could have gotten Giannis, Ja, but instead we stuck with the same roster. That's hopefully going to get us into the playoffs, have us move well. You know, in Spo we trust, but honestly, I hope I can take Norman's words seriously, especially after the moves these organizations have made, which have been none. Now, unfortunately, Messi and company at Inter Miami started off their defending championship campaign with a 3-0 loss to LAFC. They look to bounce back on Sunday against Orlando City. Now moving from the pros to college, the Miami basketball team has a big rivalry game against the red-hot Florida State Seminoles tomorrow at 9 p.m. Last week, the Hurricanes unfortunately could not take over the state of Virginia as they beat Virginia Tech 67-66, but unfortunately fell short to Virginia 86-83. After the game against the Noles, Miami will be playing against Boston College on Saturday. If you want to stay updated and see some of my personal takes, follow my Instagram at 305updates. See you next week.